All right, this is round one of the current league. I'm absolutely locked for the top 8 of the season, so I figured I'd just try things out with this grow deck. So anyway, I'm going to keep the hand, and we will see how it goes. There's a portent. It is probably StifleNought. They shuffled. Good sign. All right. Well, that makes it easier to hold up counter spell. I'll just do this and pass it over. All right, opt into island. Time to fire off that first AK. Swords is great to see. I'm going to portent myself. Another counter spell, another swords. I think I can keep those. So, how do I want to order them, though? I think portent, counterspell, swords. Play city, end the turn. Chain of Vapor. Well. Well, this isn't that bad. I'm going to opt away my swords to... Well, I don't know. I'll keep the swords. I mean, because it's 2 islands, I still think it's probably StifleNought. If I saw some indication that it might be mono blue control, then probably get rid of the swords. But yeah, it's probably just the 2 Mishra's Factory sideboarded parallax tide deck. All right, so I'm gonna portent. Oh, nice. What am I gonna do with this? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll draw all of them. That's a no to the shuffle. And I get to portent the opponent. Now we'll know for sure what they're playing. Probably. 8 days. Yep, that's fine. Guess they figure they have to get value out of it while they can. Stifle. Nice. Yeah, it's a great alternate use for Stifle. I assume they probably have multiple other enablers. Anyway, I'll just play the island and pass with all this awesome protection up. Okay, time to gush. No counter, that's good. Play an island. What am I going to do? Do I want to try and probe them? They probably have another days. Then again, they used one and they're only 13 cards deep. Regardless, I'm playing this Mox. And yeah, I'm just gonna do it. We'll see if it works. Just trying to. I mean, it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade because I'll counter it, but it seems to be something worth doing. And yeah, there's a chance they have days, but they probably don't. Yeah, they foiled it, and that's fine. It's a perfectly acceptable exchange. There's Dreadnought and Stifle. Dryad. Do I want to go for this during their upkeep? That would give them more mana. But if they get away with saving it via Vision Charm, it won't be able to attack. Yeah, I'm going to go for it now so they can't like cantrip into more answers or something. They almost certainly have one piece of protection at the very minimum. A counterspell. And in case they sneak under Dreadnought past, I will use the more versatile counterspell rather than my second Swords to Plowshares right now. Well, more generally versatile. I guess it's the it's not versatile enough to remove a Dreadnought, of course. Anyway, that was a successful turn. Let's see what they get up to. That's a shuffle. And gush. Nope, just stopped. All right, time to hopefully take the initiative. Ooh, that was good. Anyway, play the Dryad first. And gush. Nice. Yeah, I'll go for it now. I mean, I don't have counterspell protection, but this way they have one less turn and not as much mana to work with when trying to answer it. All named Dreadnought. Right, that is it for the turn. Great position. Second Dryad. If they try to counter it, I would just let it happen, of course, which is why I played it post-combat. See, they're drawing too many lands. That is always good. Right, got another cantrip here, which is awesome. They try to counter it, I will counter back. Right, that's it. Nice. Yeah, ended the game with huge board advantage and 2 more Swords to Plowshares in hand. That was not close at all, so really went in a quite ideal way. Let's get some Pyroblast in here. Corrosive Armageddon, Corrosive Fire Ice. And just going to examine the other stuff. Yeah, I see no reason to want any of the stuff on my sideboard currently. So yeah, I'm just gonna submit it. As you can see, I have 2 Gaia's Blessing and 2 Probe. I just wanted to give the deck a little more fuel to get it through the mid and late game. I mean, I haven't played this deck much, but in practice matches, I've found that I often end up with just a ton of islands and sort of just burning through my business spells. So hopefully these 2 cards will help keep the ball rolling. Yeah, I wonder what the opponent's sideboarding. There's a lot of variability in Dreadnought sideboards. Guess we'll find out. Yep, that is good enough. Glad they portented. That means I can safely crack my Flooded Strand. Keeps me safe from Stifle. I love the portent art. No shuffle. Dryad is a bad draw, but let's see what I can portent into. That's interesting. I mean, the City of Brass is basically useless, but I do really want a second island. You know, I'm going to shuffle it. I don't want to be left without a Source of Plowshares or Disenchant. They might try to sneak something past me. This would be a good turn for it. Yep, they are going for it. This is the point of vulnerability. Vision Charm. It's the more inconvenient of enablers. Swords to Plowshares. Okay, so plan here is to take the first 12, then AK, and hopefully I can Swords with Counterspell backup. There's no way they don't have something. All right. Yeah, I'll go for it on the opponent's upkeep. And first I'll break the Flooded Strand. Get an island. Play Swords. Counterspell. And they've got something, I think. Probably a foil. Misdirection. Alright. Even better. Alright, and I have no free counters to gush into, so I'm just dead. That is game. On to the third. It'll be a lot harder for them to do that to me when they're on the draw, so yeah, nothing to change. I'll just submit the deck. Yeah, their window to win is in the early game, for sure. Nice. They mulligan to 6. Awesome. Yeah, I wonder how many chains they kept in, or if they brought in powder keg. And there's the turn 1 mage. Phyrexian Dreadnought. End the turn. Let's portent on themselves. Digging for an answer. They did not shuffle, which is interesting. Must already have something. Wonder what it is. Good draw. Another card with great art. Also, I like the Portal 3 Kingdoms Islands. Those are very cool. And do I want to probe without kicker? I think I won't. Just give it a little more time. Powder keg. I'll try to counterspell it. Right, they have their own counterspell. How do I want to handle this? If I disenchant at end step, then they'll blow up my Mox Diamond. If I just wait a turn, then they still don't have it on Meddling Mage size. Yeah, I want to let them get it to 1. That way I can kill it without it taking something along for the ride. now do I want to probe? Yeah, that's still no, I think. I mean, the cards I have are so good. I don't want to discard them. There's just no need for the card selection. Rather wait for it to offer quantity. Okay, now that we're safe, try to disenchant. Hopefully they don't misdirection it. Vision Charm. Yep. Okay, that's all right. Portent. Yeah, that I'm pretty happy to see. What can I get out of that? Opt, Island, Portent. Do I want this stuff or should I just shuffle? Probably better off shuffling, I think. Okay. I'm not going to attack. And I see no need to probe at this point. Flash for 1. That's a good card to draw. Gosh. One of the powder keg. Flashback on Flash. Looking at 6 cards. Pretty good. Wonder how many misdirections they have in their deck. And how many powder kegs. Surprising they didn't go for a Dreadnought. Might have made sense to sit on the powder keg a little longer. Interesting. I think I'll lead with Opt here. And yeah, I'll keep the Portent. I'll play Mage. They can counter it. That is okay. I will portent myself. Not a good set of cards. Another Medley Mage. That's pretty funny. And they kind of have to go for the... Well, they don't have to do anything, but... Oh no, the timing of the Power Keg and the lack of Dreadnought doesn't really make sense to me. They have to be going for it now. Oh, just an attack. Yeah, that's fine. I'll try for Medley Mage again. Dreadnought. And end the turn. I'll go for an opt, and I'll wait on the probe a little longer. Nice. Give that a try. And then just end. I'm not gonna take chances. Powder Keg. That's very inconvenient. I don't think they have days in their deck. I haven't played a land. Okay. Should I just keep the Mox Diamond? Well, I better make a decision. I don't want City of Brass, and I'll get rid of the Mox Diamond also. They lose a Dreadnought and an Island. Pretty good card advantage. I'll just play an Island and end the turn. Can't attack into their factory. And in case it comes down to time, I'm just going to F6 on their turn. No point in bluffing anything. Is that a gush? I hope not. That's a very good play for them, especially with so many lands in play. Gaia's Blessing is going to target Counterspell, Disenchant, and Probe. That's funny. Well, I can attack with the Corian Dryad. And then end. Yeah, they're ready to go with that keg. I assume they're going to do it. I feel like they kind of have to just do what they can. I'm in a pretty good position to defend against it. But I have so many good draws in the deck. And really, there's a lot of action that I haven't found. No gushes yet. No second AK. As soon as I hit one of those, it's really going to start snowballing. All right, they are playing it safe. There we are. Huh. Nice. I guess I just attack with a Dryad and then end the turn. There's a Dreadnought. I will let it resolve. Try to Swords in response to the Stifle. Vision Charm. I'll play Accumulated Knowledge. I'll counterspell the Vision Charm. And then I'll F6 because I'm not playing the swords until my next turn, so I can run out Mage ahead of it. It will name foil. Actually, maybe I should name Vision Charm. No, if they had another Vision Charm, they would have used it. But then if they had foil, they wouldn't have done this. Oh, that'll work. Nice. Discard this and that. Any order is fine. They discard. Oh, it was just an island. Alright. That's cool. They have no flash or anything. I'm going to portent them. Nice. Yeah, they can have those dead draws. Gush is excellent. Just take 2 damage, which is fine. I may as well play their island because I know what it is. It really doesn't matter though. I'm going to play Dryad. Do a Gush. Another AK. Wow. Right. Let's see. I'll just do a regular probe. Discard my fetch lands. And play Meddling Mage. I'll just name foil because I know that's what their spell's going to be. Yep, that's it. Awesome. Off to a good start.